In our first 3 shorts, we had a little bit of this and that, and we're going to continue with emotions, vulnerability, love. Yes, when you're a self-agent, you will know all of them because you're anchored in your ventral energy, and people who know this love consistently. So we don't actually do the WEC Fields quote of "I'm free of all prejudice. I hate everyone equally." I mean, we can kid around with it, but really hate is a strong word. God also, you know, creatures of God. So no, not really nice for those of us of spirit and of faith. Everyone's a soul, so they're all part of unconditional love. And even if they chose fear because they don't have this lifetime to become love, well, I mean, Robert Sapolsky tells us about people being determined. He wrote a book. So actively, if they do go to therapy, they could determine that they don't stay in their trauma responses, and then they actively wouldn't say teenager versions of themselves, the people who don't know that when it's confusing and shaming, let down, to be told to love yourself first, that Patrick Chan helps them to heal. So for us, those who are empowered to be their true self, we live, love, laugh, and don't cast stones. Also, we know that love lifts you up higher, always not down. We're not Diego's family from Ice Age. And we also know integrity, which is what other people say about us doesn't matter. We will not be ashamed of what we have done. So like a child, anybody with a clear conscience will know shame and guilt, and they will not do the, oh, let me continue living in remorse. When, on the other hand, they are in a karma cycle, yeah, there's Pat Ogden for them, but some people don't want it. So this is Dale Carnegie. When dealing with people, let us remember we are not dealing with creatures of logic. We are dealing with creatures of emotion, creatures bristling with prejudices and motivated by pride and vanity. Not everybody has vanity, actually, or pride necessarily, because empowered, functional child adults are actually healthy self-worth. So when you can accept that you could be considered a villain in here, and you have this on, yes, so you can't prove it, but the difference is those who are empowered will know it, because they will actively be empowered themselves. And as our lovely Sadhguru shares, emotions are the strongest force in most people, even those who believe they are intellectual. So what I can share is that when you master your nervous system, it's you mastering your solo self, your core narrative relational, and that's when you're going to own the sense of self. So now you can maybe maintain integrity. I chose it as a teenager and a kid. I got lucky, you know, but people keep thinking that I have some issue with no emotions. No, I feel deeply. I just know how to regulate with the stress, it's called. So ventral energy, it's not one emotion, although if I had to equate it to, yeah, happiness, fulfillment, sure, all of it, because I can actually not get in my pissy pants and huff and puff like a little kid inside. So for the ones who are healthy self-worth, we do this easily. For the ones who get first therapy, then they might come join us, or they say, I don't want to do it. And we say, okay, but we can still have fun. So share the love and tune on in.